Welcome back to Positive Life. This is the last day of 2018, and we have a chance to really appreciate 2018 for what it has given us. Sometimes we can't look at all the challenges that we had. We can look at the challenges as being, helping us to grow, helping us to get better, living this life. Sometimes people get angry. They look back at their year and they're like, I didn't get what I wanted, and I don't have money, and I haven't achieved things, and I'm not happy. But if we look at the good things that happened, that we're still alive, we're still breathing. There's still opportunities. There's always opportunities. We just have to really focus on them. If we focus our mind on our passions, on our dream, on getting that better life, then we're going to make progress. We're always going to make progress. No time is ever going to go wasted. Taking little steps become bigger steps, because we don't fill roles, big roles right away. We have to prove ourselves, so everybody has to pay their dues and do things and stay up many nights, or, go to school, or, do internships. It's just that when we're doing something for, to better ourselves, then we will make progress in the future, because we're investing in ourselves. So really invest in getting better. It never hurts to go to seminars, or meet some new friends. You could go on Meetup. There's also you can make connections. If you're a writer, always be writing, but you could read new books. You could maybe try a different genre. If you're used to writing horror movies, then go for comedy. Do something that maybe challenges you, so you could grow. Because if we get uncomfortable, then we're gonna grow. When we're put in that position of where it just feels it's uncomfortable, and it might create pressure and even stress, that we're gonna remember those moments, and that we are gonna grow stronger. When we grow stronger, it's that we can handle more pressure and more stress, and we're not going to buckle under the pressure and unravel. But getting stronger and fighting harder doesn't mean that we're going to be rude or mean, or condescending, or any of the negative traits. It's not about fighting people that have been there for us, treating people bad that always cared about us. It's about fighting harder to get what we want. And if we get what we want, then we could do things to help others, because we will have more resources, we'll have more time, energy, and we'll be able to help people, And it's always nice to spend some time, for yourself. Go out to, I'm on the countryside right now. You could go out to by the beach or lakes. Just go for a drive, and it's always good to spend time and just really reflect on the good things that you've done in 2018, and even before 2018, and maybe set some New Year's resolutions that you plan to accomplish. Set some milestones and then really go after them. And if you don't achieve them, then figure out what you need to do to achieve them. Try to set some goals that you are going to achieve, knock out goals, just knock them out. Make goals a habit. Make accomplishing goals a habit for 2019. That, I do this channel. I don't really have a lot of growth, but it just started a month ago, or maybe 5 weeks ago. But I'm optimistic. It's not my best skill, but in best skill in terms of I should be focusing on writing and screenwriting and just writing in general. But I feel that I could share my challenges to help people to save time, to save energy, and to really redirect their focus on to their best, skills. Because if we spread ourselves too thin, then it's common for us to be exhausted and to be doing too much of things that we're not, really good at, that we could be good at something, but we're not really good at it. And that if we just focus on our best skills, that we can make more progress, and then we have time to do the other things. You have to always be doing things that you enjoy doing, so it doesn't feel like it's work. It just feels like it's fun, and you're excited to do it. You got to be excited to do it. You have to have that where you're excited. Like, when you start a new relationship or you meet someone that you like you don't love them yet, but you like them, then it's excited, and then you just want to like see them all the time. And then when you have to go to work, you're like, I have to leave them. Like that type of feeling. That feeling that you get inside, to where you're just like, I wish I could spend more time with them. I wish I had the day off. And they call it like that euphoria, that early feeling of excitement. Like, have that for your dream or for any of your passions. Like, if you're struggling to, say if you're editing or you're writing and you're struggling, you're like, I have to edit or I have to write, then you really don't love what you're wanting to do. If you really love something, you will do everything it takes to do it. You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to complain about doing it, and you're not going to get angry when other people tell you about it. See, the goal for 2019 should be to be confident in yourself, and to believe in yourself, and to have no self-doubts. Don't overthink, because when you start overthinking, then you start to self-doubt. And trust yourself, and trust people. Like, if they could gain your trust, and don't believe that every person is bad. There's a lot of good people out there in this world, that care about you, and give them a chance. Like, don't base everything on the past. Because if you go to the past and you're saying, well, these people took advantage of me, or, this person cheated on me, or this was a bad relationship, or they did this, like, trust. Like, just try to trust. Make an attempt to trust new people. Make new friends. Every relationship started off with like, as strangers. Even like when we are born, we still have to meet everyone, Like, it's all about, making new relationships that will, they start off as a friend, and then a good friend, and a close friend, and then your best friend. It's all about, expanding your circle, like having a positive like circle where people can encourage you, and be okay with criticism. That if there's constructive criticism and somebody tells you that you should, not you should, because should becomes a problem, because we're like, sometimes they feel like that we're controlling them. If we say you should, just say, what, it'd be a good idea. But it's hard to communicate with people that when you have to say, well, in my opinion, or I think, or in my honest opinion, or if we have to always like worry about what we're going to say because we don't want to trigger that person or say something wrong that makes them feel like that we're judging them or putting them down or trying to control them, or where I hear talking crap, that it's not our intentions. And the reason why I believe that people feel that we could be talking crap or judging them is because of their confidence, because of their self-esteem, or being vulnerable, or having emotional, problems, or, trust issues. And just things that are connected to the past, and maybe hearing a lot of people around them saying the same things. And then when that one person says something, then all of a sudden, like, that person is like their problem now. Like, they're all the problems. Other people could be saying it, other people could be doing way worse. And that person tries to come around, and maybe they make an honest assessment and they try to share things that to help them out. But things happen, sometimes the person, instead of saying, hey, why do you think that way, they just start blowing up on that person and start getting all triggered and angry. Like, make 2019 a positive year. Like, leave 2018 in the past. If it was great, then it could be nostalgic. But if it wasn't great for you and it was a lot of challenges, then use that as a platform to spring into 2019, to have, just be positive and just grow. Just keep growing. We're always growing. We're always growing better. It's like we have to welcome personal growth to get better, like that, more of confronting things, problems, or improving on our weaknesses and getting better at living this life and finding ways to really they say, like, if we do the things that we don't love, that it could give us an opportunity to do the things that we do love. So if we have to work a job that we don't like, or do things that we don't like, that we know that if we make more money, it could buy us more time to do the things that we love. And then once we get better at the things we love, then we could start, making money doing the things that we love, if we're not already doing that, and really positioning ourselves to live that type of life. And it's always good to really to believe in yourself, because the moment you start thinking, like, okay, everything I've done to this point is not getting me closer to what I want, but it's not getting you closer. You have to recognize that all the things you've done make you who you are today. And because of that, it's giving you an opportunity to continue to chase your dream, or to accomplish new goals, or to even love yourself. If that's your goal, to love yourself, then do it. Because we should not go through life not loving who we are, because we're attaching our value to something else that seems impossible. So then we're pretty much setting ourselves up for failure. That we don't achieve this dream, then we can't love ourselves because we're not doing a good job. We are doing a good job. We're living this life. We're breathing. That we're doing a good job because we're staying in shape. We're eating right. We're taking care of ourselves so we could continue to have opportunities to enjoy this life and to make a difference in the world, if that is what we aspire to do. And it's always good to set, to set new goals that you want to accomplish. New goals that you want to accomplish that will get you closer to your dream. And if you make a New Year's resolution list, be sure to really look at it. Like, sometimes we make a list just because it's a popular thing to do. Like, oh, like, did you have your New Year's resolution? What is it? Like, oh, I want to, be a better person, or I want to eat better, or I want to, not be on my phone all the time, or I don't want to be on social media all the time. Like, it just really depends on what you want to do with your life. And if that, sometimes there comes a time where you hit the crossroads, and you're like, this is it. Maybe I'm halfway through my life and I feel like there's urgency and I need to make some adjustments, and I need to just really go after, my dream, or to improve my life. It can even be like, like, my dream's not going to happen and I need to, focus on a new career, or I want to change jobs, or I want to make myself happy. To be happy. So when I wake up, I'm smiling and I'm being positive. Those are meaningful goals, like that could be on your New Year's resolution list. Or I want to travel to new places. I want to learn a new language. I want to, get a degree. See, I have multiple degrees, but I don't always try to push education because of the cost of education. Everyone could choose what they want to do in their lives. Like, I don't say you should go to school. I tell you to do what you want to do. If you don't want to go to school and you want to work, then I respect that. I respect anyone that knows what they want to do and doesn't ask for permission. Permission from others, like, what do you think I should do? Like, if someone could decide what they want to do or to live their life, and they could say yes and no, and they could, not be afraid of people and have no fears, I respect that, because there are a lot of people that have fears, and fears create blocks, because we could fear being alone. We could fear success. We could fear the change that our life, like the transition of going from a normal life to becoming a celebrity. Then we don't have like our, free time, or we can't go to places because people may recognize us. But I feel that being a writer, that people really won't know. Say if I'm, writing scripts and optioning scripts, that they're not going to really know who I am. Because as long as I stay humble and I know what gifts I have and what talents my talents, and I work hard, then I really don't need to go out there and say like, hey, like, guess what? Like, look what I'm doing, or like, look what I wrote, If somebody approaches me and says, hey, you wrote that movie, didn't you? Or you did this, then I'm going to say, I did and stuff, and if they want to have a good discussion about it, then I'll talk about it. So I just think that being humble, the humility is very important. It takes many years to reach that point, because like we do want to tell people that we're doing these things, and we want to say something like, oh, we're doing this, because we want people sometimes to hear what we're doing, and it makes us feel good. So what I say is, like, sometimes we have to put our ego to the side and our pride to the side, and if like someone has something valuable to tell us, that I believe that we should try to listen. It's not like they're telling you like, you need to do this. If they make a comment of like, if you gave more effort, you could accomplish this, then don't get all triggered and angry about it. You could ask them like, hey, why do you think I don't put enough effort? Because I do these things a bit. What if you keep doing the same things every year and you're not getting closer to what you want? It's not nobody's fault. It's not your fault. It's just that sometimes things don't happen at the times that we want them to happen, So you have to be patient. If there's this urgency, like if I don't accomplish my dream, I need to go back to a life that I don't want to live, then yeah, I understand. But don't give up, and don't get frustrated, and don't be, mean to people, because when people are trying to help you, just really, just be confident in yourself. If somebody's going to say something, say in an industry like Hollywood, if you don't have thick skin, you will struggle in that industry, because people will say things. They will, judge you. They will say mean things, and they may embarrass you. There's a lot of things that could happen in that industry, and if you don't have thick skin and you feel like everybody's judging you, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be cut out for that type of industry. So it's very important to have good self-esteem, be confident, believe in yourself, don't fear anything, and just make 2019 a better year. Always be growing every year. Every year, we can always get better. There's going to be some great years, and there's going to be some, Every year is going to be different. We're going to remember like, oh, I remember 2015 was great, or 2010. You know what? Make every year like a year that you want to get better. Every year. And just really appreciate 2018. So, Happy New Year, 2019. And let's say goodbye to 2018. And just really, let's set some New Year's resolutions that we are going to accomplish, and just really celebrate life and appreciate this blessing of us breathing and this miracle of like that we're able to live dreams because we're on this earth, and it's already a miracle that we're here living. So just appreciate life and celebrate living, and remember, value yourself, respect yourself, and love yourself. Peace out.